Properties. Let's see, Logitech. Okay. Okay, I shouldn't be muted anymore. Let's go to
Are the
this.
rest of us muted?
This should be this. Can you guys talk? No. Well, there I go, but you guys are still muted, I think. Let's see. Headphones. What about this? Alright, can you guys talk again? No, you guys, no, not yet. Maybe this one. No. What the heck? Why isn't it picking up the desktop audio?
Mid-50s.
There we go. Ah, there it is. Speak.
Shirt's half unbuttoned.
Yes.
And he's drunk as shit.
Yes.
And he's got this sparkly silver clutch, like a handbag in his hand. And I'm like, can I help you? And he's like, oh, a woman left this in my car. This is the wrong place. Sorry. And I was like, it's cool, man. Have a nice night. 15 minutes later, after I had fallen back asleep, there was another knock on my door.
What?
So I grabbed the knife again because I'm not trying to get killed up in the middle of the night. He'll open the door. Hey, Jay.
Hey.
And it's him again. And he just looks at me, realizes that he has already been to my apartment and I have answered the door. And he goes, yeah, I'll just fucking call her and find out where she fucking lives. And then just walks off. It's like, okie dokie.
Jesus.
Yep.
And then you got spooked once more.
Yeah, and then like an hour later, I'm asleep in the bed again. And we have like a Bluetooth speaker in our shower. And so I'm just laying there. And then I hear like, boop, boop, connected. So like I just wake up and like it's dark. It's fucking like 1 or 2 a.m. and I just go into the bathroom and like rip the Bluetooth speaker off the wall, like turn it off, and I'm so tired today.
My son. He's giving me all the things. Thank you, son. Here's my PS4 controller. Thank you.
Yo, no joke, Roger. Like, I'm looking at this dude. He's like in his mid-50s. For the record, no one in my building is a woman in their mid-50s. The only like single female I've seen in the building lives next door, and she's got to be in like her 20s. And this dude's out here with like this clutch purse that clearly belongs to someone younger, and drunk as shit. His shirt's half undone. His like old man chest hair is like spilling out, and he's banging on random doors looking for a girl who left her purse in his car. And all I'm thinking is like, it looks real rapey right now. Like,
yeah, she was probably in the trunk and he forgot.
He just like bolted out of his car and hiding in her apartment.
Right. All right, so.
All right.
Yanko, did you want to talk about our new pug store stuff?
Yes.
Your new pug stuff?
So last week, John's and I brought up a really good idea for doing, for creating more NPCs in our campaign by using our viewers. So there are new items in the store now. So if you guys, I should do the command right now. Store. If you guys check out the store, you'll see that you can actually purchase, use pugs to purchase yourself as an NPC. And how would I word that? You guys can spend pugs.
So if you purchase the item in the store, you will become immortalized as an NPC in our campaign.
There you go. That's the perfect way to put that in words. So there's different prices for different types of NPCs you can be. The most expensive, obviously, being the more important NPCs that actually either influence our characters or go against our characters. So yeah, that's
pretty cool.
Freaking awesome.
Strahd. Roger Strahd.
Yeah, and there's some cheaper ones that are just like, you can be a merchant, and that's not as expensive, but we'll interact. And the cool thing about it, I guess, is that I will make a custom token using preferably an image of you that I will modify to make it look like it's been painted so it fits the theme. But I will make a custom image of you to put in the game. Yeah.
So if they come on and they're not like a human, like let's say maybe they're like a spectral merchant of some sort selling their ghost wares. Could you make a ghost version of them?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Ghost wares.
Didn't specify the merchant type. Slave merchant Strahd. I'm pretty sure I added descriptions on all of them, but let me just double check. Might be right. Merchant. Become... Yeah, it's right there.
I think he's just fucking around.
Motherfucker. Stop trolling me. So, yeah. The commands... I'll make a list of the commands. I should have done that earlier today. They're really easy, though. But if you go to my stream store, the Pug store, you'll see all the things there to purchase. So,
remember, if you need to access the Pug store, go to the twitch.tv/Yanko and hit the Pug store button.
It's down there.
Which it's either right below us now, or you're on YouTube, in which case you need to make a URL change.
Yes, go to Twitch. There's all the perky stuff. The perks are in the Twitch. So yeah, the Twitch. Join the Twitch.
All the perky stuff. All the
perks.
man boobs on this stream. Twice as perky on Twitch.
Be up easy to make all the perkiness happen.
Nelson the shop.
Thank you for
right.
chuckling at that, John Johns.
So,
oh man.
So last week we had some issues with slowdown when we were transitioning between characters and initiative. We were experimenting with a new camera system that rotated the viewer and Yanko's view to different tokens. That has been removed. It was eating up too much bandwidth. We were getting slowdown. So the cool spinning icon is still there. The chat notifications are still there. But Yanko, you now will have full view of the tokens again.
And I will have full access to my character sheet at all times, which is what
all times, yes.
Which is what I really, really wanted. It's awesome.
If you can't see someone for some reason, let me know. I'll manually add you back on, but you should be back on all of them right now.
Cool. I do have some more ideas that we can do, but I'll talk about them after the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that next week if I'm not completely overloaded with work again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
All right, so. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dun.
The map is loaded.
Horsies.
Alright, the giant horses.
I can't get over how the horses are the size of tanks.
It's super funny because the horses pull the wagons, right? But like, look how big they are next to the wagons.
Aren't
like,
horses
just put the wagon on the horse.
Aren't wagons just like? I mean, aren't the horses, or shouldn't they just be like a 1x2 tile?
See, here's the thing. In older editions, they used to do that. But now everything is like same number by same number. So you're a 5x5, you're a 10x10, you're a 15x15. They got rid of like long creatures because they were just awkward, and then you had to decide how they moved, and they did away with that.
I kind of like that because they still had it in 4th edition. Yeah, I noticed that the wolves were only 5x5s instead of 2x5, which is a little weird to me. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So when we last left off, you all had gone and met with Madame Ava, who gave you a Taroka card reading. She was able to glimpse your future. She attempted to make several trades with you that no one was interested in. And I believe David and Irina were the only two that stayed out here with the members of the camp, enjoying song. And David, I believe you were playing a song alongside them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was.
What trades did you try and make with us? I don't remember that at all.
By trades, I mean you guys kept asking her about things, and she kept taking them and attempting to offer you other things in exchange for them.
In other words, she didn't tell us shit about anything we put in front of her face.
It was like, what is this? And she was like, oh, and tried to trade us instantly.
Yeah, I tried to get information on my eyepiece, and I think Ray tried to get information on his orb.
Mm-hmm.
And Tika just tried to get information.
About his past, man.
It's so salty.
I still am a little salty about that. All right.
Are we?
So we're here.
Was I still in the tent with her, or did I go outside?
Everyone left the tent at the end of the session. You guys all moved out, and Tika went to go sulk with Pickles over by the horses. Presumably, he has taken up home under one of the massive steeds.
I'm planning on maybe catching a fish or two while I'm here.
So David, you were outside with with everyone while they were in there. Was there anything you wanted to talk about with any of them, or did you just sort of enjoy yourself?
I think I just kind of
welcome
enjoyed
to the
myself,
stream.
played along, played some tunes, told some stories.
All right. So as you all step out, you take note of one of the men stepping out of a nearby tent and sort of buckling his breeches back up, and quickly out follows a rather attractive female from the camp, and she dashes off to the river area, and the man takes a seat next to you, David, and begins playing songs and singing with you, and he sort of looks over and gives you a little wink. You recognize him as one of the men you saw earlier that you were playing instruments with, but he had at some point slipped off to meet with his lady friend.
But where's this sexy lady token? I don't see it.
That's because all of the tokens in this camp are men.
Damn it! You should put little F's next to the sexy women.
Look,
I'll give him a little nod back.
Boom, sexy lady by the water.
Beautiful.
So yeah, you all come out to the camp, and you see David and Irina seem to be having a pretty good time. In fact, it's probably the happiest you've seen Irina since you met her. Considering the rest of the areas you've seen in Barovia, the camp itself seems rather chipper.
What time is it?
You guys started traveling at the beginning of the day, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
So if you made it all the way out here, you would have gone. It's probably about noon or 1-ish.
Whoa! How'd it get so late?
We were walking, man.
It's practically bedtime.
Inside the fortune teller's tent is like Vegas. You just never know. This time flies.
I know. You're just having fun, and then all of a sudden it's noon.
Exactly. I guess I'm gonna walk up to one of my posse here, and I don't know if the gnome can hear me from where I'm at, but I'm gonna ask anybody if they're willing to go with me into the forest and hunt for the night.
For the night, dude, it's noon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I misunderstood. My son was
for a
screaming.
midday
I
meal.
had muted. just to go hunt for food, I guess for resources for later.
If he's going into the forest, I'll probably tag along to see if I can find some herbs or something.
Nothing settles an upset Nika more than hunting fresh food.
One of the Vistani turns to you and he says, "Nonsense, nonsense. There's plenty of food here at the camp. Just stay here, enjoy a meal."
I look at him. Where's the food? Is there any like live food that I can eat that are still breathing?
No, there's not.
Then you don't. Then you have nothing but rotting flesh here. I want fresh meat, man. I start walking this way.
Okay. So Tika starts leaving the camp.
Not too far, just to be clear.
Okay.
I don't want him to die alone in the forest, so I'll tag along with him.
I'm just gonna ask around camp to see if anyone knows anything about any of the stuff that Madam, is it Eva?
Yeah.
Like what she talked about. So like a pool to the west, all that sort of stuff, or like a guy with a monkey.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know that 'cause I wasn't in the tent.
Yeah. So I mean, there's plenty of people. So what would you like to start with here? Just you're gonna start with the pool to the west.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and let's do persuasion. And yeah, persuasion.
Oh boy, killed it.
So you ask about pools to the west, and you get a lot of different answers. Anything covering you hear about Lake Zarevic, Lake Baratok, several small pools at the end of the River Ivlis. The Luna River runs to a pool. There's Luna Lake. You get so many pools to the west that you feel like you're basically trying to draw a map that just you end up just drawing an ocean with all of the locations of water you're provided.
I draw Minnesota.
Okay. You wanted to ask about the a man with a monkey?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of a given in every situation.
Alright, roll another one.
Hey, other end of the spectrum.
So you ask around about the monkey, and it seems like most of the Vistani in the camp think that you're just drunkenly joking with them. But eventually, you do find someone who goes, oh yes, of course, the Valaki, right? The old man with the monkey. I've seen him. He's funny. He's funnier than the monkey.
What do you mean funny?
You know, funny. He's a curious man. You should go see him.
Like he's shit. What do you like a is a banana like in a bunch? What the hell's a banana in? Like a bunch of bananas?
A bunch.
It's a bunch. So
Yeah.
so I guess what I was looking for is one banana short of a bunch. But anyways, we're long past that now. I'm one banana short of a bunch. Okay, well, moving right along then.
What the fuck?
As I'm hearing him, I take a few steps out and walk over to David to see how he's doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that none of these dirty gypsies are messing with what's her face?
Irina?
With Irina?
Yeah.
No, she seems to be having a good time. She's eating. She's had, she has a cup of some unknown liquid in her hand, and she seems to be smiling and enjoying the music.
Piss.
These people clearly make good company.
So I will ask about the treasure lying beyond a set of golden or amber doors.
What about
So,
you?
That's really specific, right? Like everyone knows what that is.
So you find that while everyone is interested in the idea of a pile of treasure located behind a single set of doors, that no one really knows what that is referring to.
So no one just seen amber doors hanging out. that place. It's like a cave with just amber doors in front of it.
They're like, oh yeah, you're looking for the Amber Door Inn, known for its piles of treasure.
Yeah. Bam. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it.
So you as you're asking around, the person that you spoke with earlier about the man with the monkey, he comes back from. It looks like he stepped off to one of the wagons, and he hands you a small doll. It looks like it's of a young girl in a dress, and he says, "This, the man with the monkey. He makes these
Dolls.
and toys." And he turns it over and sort of shows it off as if he is showing you the craftsmanship of the doll. He says, they're excellent. Everyone should have one. I carry mine for good luck.
Is there something interesting about it, or is it just a doll?
You sort of inspect it. It appears to be a hand-stitched doll. It is of exceptional quality, though it seems unremarkable aside from a little piece of cloth sticking off the side of its left foot. What are you laughing about?
Them breathing fire down there.
Oh, I'm not on the same page as you. A little cloth coming off of its foot that reads, "Is no fun, is no blinksy."
I was waiting to hear it say it reads Mattel or something like that.
No, it says, "Is no fun, is no blinksy," with an exclamation point.
It says Andy on the bottom of its foot.
Alright, so I'll point to the piece of cloth. What's this about? The words,
Oh.
not the cloth.
He says, "Oh, I think he puts it on all of his toys."
Is this like a phrase of his? What does it mean?
I'm not sure. I never thought to question it.
Do you have a daughter or something? What do you do with this toy?
He says, "No, it was traded to me. I didn't purchase it directly, but he needed some material for the doll crafting, so he traded me one of his dolls for extra material. That's what we are, traders."
I don't understand why you would want a doll.
I told you I carry it for good luck. It's of exquisite quality. You don't like it? I think it's adorable.
It's not that. I guess I'm just carrying dolls for good luck is not a custom I've encountered often.
He looks at the doll and he says, "Well, you know, we all trust in our own protections," and he sort of gestures towards your emblem on your shield.
Oh, well, this is different. This is imbued with the power of the gods.
He says, "And my doll is imbued with the power of Blinksy." And then he sort of dances it in the air. And he's like, "Why don't you come have a drink with us?"
You said you were traders. Do you have anything to trade? I'll do that with my shield.
He pulls the doll down and he goes, "Well, what are you looking for?"
What are you buying?
Adventuring supplies are always handy, but weapons, armor, herbs, potions, other magical trinkets.
He says, "Give me a moment to check my wagon." And he sort of darts off, and you see him sort of dive into the back end of a wagon where he starts digging around. Oh, jeez. He comes back out with like a handful of different items. It looks like he's got some basic adventuring gear. You see, he like sets down a roll of rope, a little brown satchel of some unknown contents, and a simple short sword. And he says, "Well, these could certainly come in handy. Can I interest you in any of them?"
What's in the pouch?
He says, this is herbs to make a poultice. Because now herbalism has never been my forte, but I was told they were very powerful by the woman who traded them to me. Of course, I've just been putting them in tea to drink.
I'll motion to Agarim. If he can't even see me, he's with the bird.
Yeah, they're gone.
Actually, I got really annoyed with just being out in the forest and not really hearing the answers I wanted to hear. So I come back and I go wherever you are. I guess I'm with Agarim, and I ask around me, is like, "Have any of you had fruit or drinks made of fruit?"
So did you not spend much time in the woods?
No, like I was looking around, I saw a bunny run around, and I was like, what's the point? We're all gonna die
Mosquitoes
anyway.
were everywhere, man.
I'm just like, I'm super emo right now.
Okay. So yeah, you come back in, and one of the Vistani hears what you say. And it's sort of one of the more rotund members that's there, and he holds up a wineskin and he says, "Come, Birdman, have a drink of brandy wine with me. It comes from the best fruit."
I take a sip and I gag a little bit. More of that bad juice. I keep drinking it. But Agarim is back if you wanted to show him anything. That's why, yeah.
Okay, so as they fortuitously show up just in the nick of time, I'll just point at the bag of herbs to make a healing poultice. Or some kind of poultice. If you want to look at them.
Oh, I mean, I'll have a look.
Make a medicine check. Or a knowledge nature check.
Shit, I'll just stick with medicine. Shablam.
Alright, so this definitely looks like a healing poultice to you. You think that would probably aid in the recovery of wounds.
So is there anything special about this rope?
He says, well, you know, if you tie it to yourself and you fall while climbing, you probably won't die. Should you be somewhere high and you need to get somewhere low, there is no better tool than good rope.
If you tie it around your neck all while climbing, you will die.
Is this dude's name like Dr. Seuss now, or what? He's trying to...
Well, that's a good point, but I already have rope on me. And,
But what if that rope breaks? Then you'll be ropeless.
Soap on a rope.
This conversation seems ropeless.
I've never had... This rope is brand new.
Perhaps I can interest you in the short sword then. Always good to have a sidearm. Lots of creatures.
From Giovanni's Wonder Emporium.
What the...
I've never heard of this Giovanni.
He's from a land far, far away.
He says, so the short sword, it would be great to have at your side. When the wolves come, you can never have too many sharp points.
My longsword has a fairly sharp point.
But only one. Why only one when you could have two?
Well, because I carry a shield. And so I can't put 2 points in at once. I'm a 1 point
What happens
guy.
when your sword breaks? First your rope, then your sword, you'll be left defenseless.
And without an escape route.
Exactly.
Well, I suppose it would probably just be my time.
Well, it sounds like you're not interested in any of my wares, in which case, I have some drinking to do. And he starts picking stuff up off the ground.
Agrim, did you want the poultice?
Before he...
the poultice?
Whoa. I do believe I heard, did you want the poultice? And then it was changed to something greedy.
So functionally, the poultice is going to give you advantage on medicine checks. It's not going to be like a direct healing.
And then I tell him there's nothing I stand to benefit from this medicine that I am not already able to do.
He says, well, some of us are luckier in this world than others. And packs it up and sort of jaunts back to his wagon where he pulled it from.
I got to like, have drink. You want drink? You have any more juice? Bad juice. Let's go.
I think time moves faster for Tika than other characters.
Definitely.
You got drunk in like 60 seconds.
No, definitely. As you can see by my emotes, I've been drinking quite a bit.
It's like your hollow bones fill up with the alcohol.
Yeah, I'm not used to drinking at all. Like maybe 2 shots and I'm pretty good.
He's a bird, so he's lightweight.
Exactly. Imagine like Ray, but as a bird. That's Tika. Oh!
Greetings to all of the people in the chat who we have not yet greeted.
Yes.
Nightbreeze, what are you up to during all of this?
I was gonna try and catch up David on just kind of the information we learned in the tent, so he knows in case he sees something that like we come across that we don't catch.
David, are you just you're gonna hang out with the Nightbreeze and take it all in?
Yeah. I see you guys kind of all come out, so I finish strumming my lute, and I turn to the camp who's been listening, and I'm like, and that, my friends, was the 3rd time I was swallowed by a cloud giant.
and as David finishes his sentiment, you hear like whooping and hollering and like a round of applause for him.
I start
feather clapping. I play a round of bone chimes.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
For being such a small man. You're so great. I fall over.
Oh my.
I don't think we're gonna be traveling very soon.
Yeah, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon and the bird is shit faced. So, one of the several of the people like surround Tika that is now unconscious on the ground, and
I'm not unconscious. I'm awake. Nope.
They're like, perhaps it would be best if you spent the day and the evening with us.
Yes. Do you have any more bad juice?
Please don't give him more.
Silence.
Yes, we'll take your
Dark
offer.
One.
I'm gonna take a little detour over back to that fortune teller.
Agrim, where you going?
I'll be right back. You just
where you going?
try not to throw
I'm
up.
busting. Where you going?
If the lady's still there, I hold up that smoke sphere that she tried to take, and I say, I'll trade this for your fortune to your crystal ball. If you can tell me any more information about that sword that you mentioned, the sun something.
She doesn't provide information.
But the orb, it's smoky and mystical.
So she looks up at you, sort of surprised that you've made your way back into the tent, and she cackles and she goes, I've already told you everything I know. I've told you where it is. What more could you ask for? I've given you things that have not yet come to pass. Is the future not enough for you?
Future is vague as hell.
Agrim, you want to see something smoky and mystical?
I'm just imagining him poking his like bird head in between the tent flaps, like saying that.
And then I look at the lady. I'm like the lady's behind me. I go, here's the smoke, and I 360 spin to look at the lady, and I just fart in her general direction. That's what I think of this. And I just run out like a maniac. Woo-hoo.
I'll trade the orb for her crystal anyway. I'll give her something nice.
Okay. You hold out the orb for her, and she sort of takes it, and then she takes her orb and she hands it to you, and you guys do a nice little swap, and she just sets it where her orb was, and she sort of goes back to staring down at the table where she has like a small pile of chicken bones.
Well, okay. Let me just edit that in my item sheet. What am I calling this? Just a crystal ball?
Yeah, crystal ball.
Alrighty.
As he walks out, I was like, if you wanted some shiny balls, you could have just asked, man.
Yeah, sacred plainness.
I go to one of these carts to look for more wine.
You're gonna just start raiding their carts.
I'm just looking for wine, just seeing if there's any.
Are you saying that out loud, or
yeah?
Are you just
I'm like, I want some more wine. I'm over here.
So then, as you start to move towards the cart, one of the Vistani would catch you,
okay,
and be like, "There's plenty of brandy wine here. Have a seat."
Ah! I joined in.
He hands you like a wooden carved cup and pours you some more brandy wine.
This is amazing. How do you make this magic bad juice?
It comes from grapes, my friend, like all wine.
Grapes? But how?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't make it myself. I purchase it, just like the rest of them.
Okay. I just keep drinking.
I'm watching Tika drink, and I look into one of the Vestani. I'm like, where do you get the wine from? I've noticed all there is around here is this wine.
He says, "Oh, there's a winery, far east."
Oh.
I look at David and go, "Man, we should totally, David. We should go visit that someday."
And he goes, "No, far west. There's a winery far west."
Oh.
Then west, David. We must go one day. We will make a trip.
You mean your other east?
Maybe if we can get an actual solid direction.
Yes, and I like hang off the gnome's head. Yes.
Well, I'm going to rest until the morning, and Tika can finish magic missiling the darkness for the next couple of hours. And
dude, isn't it still like
the same thing?
Isn't it still like 1 o'clock? Why are we sleeping?
No, it's 3 o'clock.
Still.
You can rest if you want to rest, man. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from resting. Right? John
Well, no, there's nothing stopping him from resting. You can only do it once every 24 hours. But the real question is, what are you spending your day doing? Are you guys just going to spend your day in merriment? Is that what's happening?
I mean, I guess.
I stand in the middle of the camp. I say, I need real food. Who comes with me?
I'm like, oh, maybe we shouldn't let him have any more of that wine.
Yes, we need to cut him off now.
It's
I'll
too late
walk
for that.
him until he passes out, guys.
Okay.
Tika, make a Constitution save.
God damn it! Really? Where's my shit? Let me click on myself. Because when I think about you, I click myself. Where's Constitution? Oh!
Hey, you can hold it.
Motherfucker! I hug some of the guys, not my guys, but the other guys, the Vistani. No, you guys are the best!
And then he just passes out.
No.
Okay, so how's everyone going to spend their day? If you guys are staying at the camp during the day, overnight, Are you guys?
I'm trying to convince some of
I'll
these.
kind of just like be part of the merriment with Irina. Keep an eye on her at the same time.
Okay, so you'll keep a seat right next to Irina.
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to convince some of the Vistani to join me on a hunting trip.
Tika, you find that every time you try and convince them to head out into the woods with you blindly and drunkenly, that they tend to just offer you whatever roasted food or dried food is already on hand.
I go,
and
I don't
convince you
need
to stay
that
at the camp.
shit! I need live food.
Nightbreeze, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. I want to talk with some of the, I guess, Vistani just about like the area around, because we're going to Kresik and then the Valaki.
Should be the other way around, but okay, yeah.
But
So what are you asking?
just general information, like about what we can expect to run into from here to those cities.
Like geography wise, or are you just literally asking the question, what might we run into?
Geography wise, yeah, but also if there's any chance of danger, I guess. What is the chance? What are the likelihoods of us running into, say, bandits again and whatnot?
You get the general impression from your conversations that the chance of you getting into some sort of danger is very high. Specifically, you're warned, stay on the road, avoid nighttime. When you're talking about the geography of things, that you sort of get a decent layout. They're like, well, if you head out of the camp west, you'll cross the Iblis River up by the Sur Falls, and there you'll hit the gate, and you can head off to Castle Ravenloft. If you go west across there, you'll eventually hit the old mill just off the road, and beyond that is Valaki.
Okay. Then do any of them have supplies that I can look at, just to stock up?
Yeah. So if you're asking around, numerous of them seem interested in making a deal with you. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I have. I guess anything I can use with my herbalism kit or alchemist supplies. I'm not sure what that would entail to, though.
So are you looking for the ingredients to brew potions of healing?
Yes.
Okay. So you start asking around about many healing herbs or minerals that they might have on hand, and you find a couple different Vistani who seem willing to part with these healing ingredients.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I guess as far as trading, I have 5 gold pieces and a spell scroll as far as trading materials, and a book of Barovian heraldry and history if you're interested.
Well, you said you had 5 gold, you had the book, and what was the second thing you said?
It's a spell scroll of Tensor's floating discs.
Well, magic scrolls, always interesting. Of course, it looks like gibberish to me. I'm sure someone will want it. Ooh, I know just the one. He sort of whispers among the other Vistani, and he's like, we'll sell you all of this for the scroll. And you sort of take a moment to look it up, and you think you could, what they're offering you seems about equivalent to what you would need to brew a single potion of healing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make the trade. I'll gladly trade over this scroll for those ingredients.
Okay. So you trade him the scroll, and they sort of whisper among each other again, and then they slide over their pouches, and they actually like just open up one of the pouches and dump all of the random ingredients together in a single pouch and tie it back up. And he goes, "We'll throw it in the pouch for free," and slides it all the way over to you.
Thank you.
As I see that happen, I just like, I slowly kind of like, I look at one of them in the eye. I'm like, did you give him the right ingredients?
The right ingredients
To make the potion.
Well,
Yes.
well, we certainly gave him what he asked for, which were herbs and crystals and minerals with healing properties.
Okay.
They sort of just walk off.
Thank you, Tika. Thank you for watching my back, I think.
I got
David,
you, fam.
how are you gonna spend the day and night?
I'll spend the day telling stories to the camp, whoever wants to listen.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perform check.
Alright.
Or, if you'd like, you can make a check with your instrument, which would be a dexterity check. I don't know what's better for you, but
I'll do performance.
okay. Okay, so you share stories amongst the crowd, and they all seem to very much enjoy it. And I'm actually going to come back to you here in a second. Ray, and by Ray I definitely mean your character's name, Agarim. Agarim, what are you going to do with the evening?
I'm thinking, since I'm proficient in medicine, I want to find ingredients with which I can brew a potion of healing.
Do you have any sort of ability to do that? Do you have a kit? Do you have...
I have healer's kits, yes.
Okay, but healer's kits are for healing. Do you have any of the artisan tools that you would use, like an herbalism kit? Or...
I got magic.
So you don't really have the means to brew it. So Nightbreeze has the actual tools to brew the items.
Then for the moment, what if I just find the ingredients? Or I just go looking for the ingredients, and then I can bring
like
it back.
out in the woods?
Yeah.
You could go look around the woods. Is that what you want to do?
Indeed.
Are you going to talk to any other characters, or are you just going to wander off?
I'll just kind of mention casually that I'm going to go look for some healing materials. And I'll be back before nightfall.
As he leaves, I follow him and go, "Hey, where you going? Where you going? Where you going?"
Do you follow him into the woods? So Agarim, do you just keep, I assume,
Yes.
do you just keep walking? Okay, so the two of you wander off into the woods, you dragging a very drunk Tika with you. Does anyone else follow them, or do you guys stay in camp doing your thing?
I don't follow, man.
M here, did you say you're not going to follow them? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Alright, no one else is following.
Nope.
Okay, Walu, what are you going to do with the evening?
I'm going to keep being back up to David the Gnome's great stories with my bone chimes.
Making sound effects.
Okay, sounds good. Why don't you give me a dexterity check? Oh no, Windows, you do not restart my PC for an update. If you're proficient in your bone chimes, go ahead and add your proficiency bonus. Otherwise, do a raw dex.
I'm proficient in performance.
So raw dex.
Yeah. Oh, that 20 was so close.
So David, you're trying to tell your stories, and Walu is having a great time back there with the bone chimes. He's jamming out, but it's not quite setting the ambiance for the story you're looking for. I'm here. What do you do with the evening?
I'm just gonna polish my armor.
Okay.
Sword.
So, all right. Well, let's deal with Drunk Tika and Mr. Agarim wandering into the woods here.
As we're
So,
wondering,
in order to find what you're looking for, I'm gonna go ahead and need two things from you. Let's do an investigation and a nature roll.
Investigation. Huh. Would it be perception? Oh, well, let me see.
No, sir. It's investigation.
But I'm gonna burn all my fucking luck points on this shit. God damn it.
I look at Agram. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
You know, just to see.
Yeah. Actually, go ahead and do perception.
Perception. All right.
Yeah.
Let me clear that one out. Shiblang.
Okay. And go ahead and do a nature roll.
Sure. Just to see what I would have gotten, just in case that's a bad roll.
What? I'm confused. What's happening?
Oh wait, actually, let me just get the nature one out of the way then. Where the hell is? Oh, okay. Blair. Oh god. No, I'll use the luck point. I'll do it. I'll use the damn luck point. God damn it.
What are you expecting?
These
Oh,
sweet
okay.
Jesus. It's yeah. You know what? Fine. I have no more luck points now after this.
So you head out into the woods with Tika, and you're sort of walking along. Did you just use another one?
I did. I used my last point. Oh my god, kill me. What is with these rolls?
And as you're walking around, you spot what looks like herb after herb after herb after herb, and so you and well, mostly you begin sort of plucking the herbs out of the ground, and every once in a while you reach down to pluck an herb, and Tika drunkenly tramples it underfoot while you're trying to get to it.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
And what I am going to need now is a D20 roll from you, just a raw D20 roll.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? You know, Yanko, why don't you go ahead and make the roll?
I'm too drunk to make rolls.
Better make it a good one.
Hey.
Damn.
It's right, motherfucker. Drunk Tika.
Good job.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a D12 plus a D8.
Yanko, you're muted for us. You're not. We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. My stream was hearing me, but my bad. So now a D20. Sorry, a D12
plus a D8.
Yeah.
How is that any different from a D20, by the way?
It's a lower minimum and your higher average.
Huh. Damn, pretty good.
Yeah, why don't I get these fucking rolls when I'm fighting shit? Wonder.
So, Tika, you're like, sort of drunkenly bouncing around the woods while Agarim is trying to, figure out, whether these herbs are what he should be using. Go ahead and roll a D6 for me.
Hey.
Okay, so you're dancing along and you're not really paying a whole lot of attention, and you feel your foot catch on something and you go tumbling into the dirt, which Agarim, you see Tika just sort of eat it suddenly.
What are you doing? Ow!
So Tika, as you roll over, you sort of look down and you see the corpse of a man in the sort of very colorful clothing that the Vistani and the camp are wearing. It's been dirtied up, and they are the clothes are stained with blood.
Does he look like he's been dead long?
He looks like he's probably been out there a little bit. Why don't you make a medicine check?
I just wanted to know how to react to it accordingly. Click on itself.
So he's not like quite rotting, but
Gotcha.
he don't smell too fresh. He's probably been out there for a few days. Let's see. So you think you're fairly confident he's been out there for a few days. The decomposition is starting. You can smell it, but he still looks like a person.
Okay. But I'm also drunk, so I'm not really thinking straight. So I look at him, and I'm like, "Do you have any wine?" Agarim!
Agarim, you're like 5 feet away from him.
Yeah, I'm still yelling at you though. Agarim! I just start doing this like dead guy.
It's one of the Vistani, it seems.
I start looking to see if he has any wine, like any wine pouches or something.
He appears to have a pouch on him. It could have contained either wine or water. You're not really sure, but it is torn and there's nothing inside of it. Agarim, it is a corpse. It is a corpse wearing the same clothes as the Vistani in the camp.
Shoot. I suppose I should bring it back then.
I'll help, and I'll fall asleep on top of the corpse.
Okay, so Agarim, you're trying to drag a corpse that also has Tika lying on top of it?
Oh my god, do I have a spell that'll get this goddamn bird? I don't. Well, shit. Then yeah, I'm just kind of dragging a bird and a corpse.
Okay, so it takes a...
Can I like slap Tika awake?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty.
You do it. Tika, you are slapped.
Wine and more bad juice.
Get the hell up. There's a dead body here. I need your help taking it back to camp. Help me out and I'll give you some of my wine.
Okay. I grab one of the guy's legs.
Okay, you guys sort of heft him up and you start taking him back to the camp. And eventually you get back to the camp. It takes you twice as long as it took you to get out there, but you do come back, and some of the Vistani sort of look over at you, and people in the camp, you see a handful of Vistani break off to go over to Agarim and Tika, who you can now see are carrying a body of some sort into the camp, and the Vistani sort of look over at him and they go, interesting. And after glancing, most of them turn back and just walk back to the camp, back to the dancing and music. And the last one standing there goes, "Well, he's not one of ours. Get him out in the woods so he doesn't stink the camp up."
Oh well, shit.
But he looks just like you.
Well, he's wearing clothes that are like ours. There are lots of Vistani.
You guys all look the same to me. Sorry.
He sort of shrugs at you, and he's like, "Just take him back out there. The wolves will clean him up." Actually, hold on. And he sort of pats down the body.
I push him off. I'm like, hey, don't desecrate the dead. We'll get him out of here.
He looks slightly annoyed and then just walks back to the camp.
As I see him, the last guy walking back, I do my bone chimes. I'm like, ding, 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 every step he takes.
As he leaves, I start patting down the body. What do I find?
I thought you like refused to desecrate corpses.
Drunk, bro.
He's drunk as fuck.
I guess I'm more curious to know who this person is more than like stealing from him. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, you sort of pat him down, but you don't find any like identifying information on him.
Okay. Except for the fact that he's wearing exactly the same kind of clothes that people here are wearing.
Well, yeah, he's wearing clothes that are like stitched together in patches and colorful.
Okay. Like these guys.
They look.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these guys.
Gotcha.
Well, if he's already dead, then I guess I'll put him to rest. I'll walk back to the edge of the woods and set him down. There's some trees.
Okay. Does anyone else do anything when they come back with his body and then leave with it?
I look over and glance, and I see that the Vistani don't seem too concerned, so I just keep telling my story that I'm currently on.
Okay. Okay, so you guys bring the body back out into the woods and lay it down.
Oh, actually, now that I'm back at the camp and there's light, am I able to better identify what those herbs were that I got?
Dude, it's light out already. It's like 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, well, shit. What are these damn herbs I got?
It's not about whether you saw the herbs.
I
you
stepped
just
all over them, man.
weren't 100% on what they were because of your knowledge of them. You sort of poke at them a little more, and you seem fairly confident that you could discern which ones are going to be healing and which ones aren't. You're pretty confident that they're all healing.
Oh, I see.
I mean, like 90%, like probably like 85%.
I put my arm over Agrim and I go, I haven't told anybody, but I'm very good with herbalisms.
Good to know.
Then I put my feathery finger on his lips and go, shh.
I'll just add that to my items as like fistful of herbs or something.
I am good with her. Can I inspect the herbs to see what they are?
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
The drunkenness.
Fuck.
It's on the top right of your character sheet.
Open this up more. It's not showing me.
Alternatively, just roll it twice.
Ah, there it is. You said nature check, sorry?
Yes.
Oh, good lord. Don't freeze on me. Mr. Computer. Fuck. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, man. My thing's like glitching out a little bit. 1 second. So, yeah. Drunken Tika. Alright, here we go. Nature check.
Such is life.
Fucking shit.
It looks like.
And I'm like, these are herbs. Good job.
These are... You've seen these herbs before. These herbs are toxic.
Oh, really? Okay. I let them know that. Like, these are bad herbs. You can't consume them, but you can definitely smoke them if you want to. Just kidding. Don't do that either.
Yeah.
I tell Agam, I'm pretty tired, man. I'm gonna go back to the camp and sleep now.
I'll probably get my rest out of the way.
Okay, so the last thing we'll do before we move on to the next day is David. So David, you spent lots of time sharing your stories with the camp, and in return, you've heard many stories. You've heard stories about the Vistani and their travels, and you've heard stories about the myths and how they make it so no one can leave. And one of the more notable things that you catch is one of the younger Vistani stands up and he goes, perhaps we should tell our adventuring friends about the last group of adventurers that marched up to Strahd's castle. This is, that old wizard gathered up a whole bunch of the Barovians, those peasant folk, and marched them right up to Strahd's door. And he told them 100% if we band together, we will take them down. So, everyone died. Because that's what happens. And now we've got some crazed wizard running around on mountaintops causing thunderstorms all day long.
Causing
Wait.
thunderstorms.
Oh, did you say a wizard?
Not you. You're not there.
Oh, I thought I had it back. My bad.
This is David's encounter with everyone.
Gotcha.
You guys are doing your own thing.
Oh, I'm next to him still playing.
Well, okay, Wallo, you were also there. You were bone chiming it up.
A mad wizard causing thunderstorms on the mountaintops?
I said, a powerful wizard, they say. They say he could stop time. But even time couldn't stop Strahd. I'd watch your step adventures. I heard he comes and snatches away anyone who wants to follow in his footsteps.
So what mountains does he inhabit?
Says, well, you know, the mountains.
Oh. You don't know where, do you?
It's the mountains to the north.
That sounded confident.
I want to reach behind me and pull out a handful of gold coins. If you give me a specific location, you can have these coins.
He says, 42 hours march northeast, and holds out his hand.
I put most in the pack, and I'll flick one into his hand. I said, that wasn't good enough, but thanks for trying.
He smiles and he takes it. And he starts dancing around and singing about the madman on the mountain.
Huh.
I would like to listen to his singing. John, may I hear what he sings?
Yeah, so he's dancing around and he's sort of clapping his hands and going, oh, the madman on the mountain. He makes it rain and storm. Oh, the madman on the mountain. And he just sort of repeats that verse.
You gotta rhyme it with storm.
No, he doesn't. He just says the same thing every time.
I wanna commit that to David's memory so I can improve on that later.
And I bend down to David and I'm like, you sing way better than this dude.
I'm like, yeah, well, he's also had a lot of wine.
Have you not?
So as you guys, everything starts winding down, and the Vistani sort of start heading off into their tents, and you see the same Vistani who gave you a wink earlier, David, and he's got another one of the ladies at his side, and he sort of looks at you, and he looks at Irina, who you've spent the entire time sitting next to. And he reaches into a pouch on his side and he sort of slides you over a small scroll and just gives you a nod without saying anything and takes the woman's hand and wanders off to one of the tents.
Okay, well, I want to read that scroll then.
Alright, it's in your journal.
Oh,
It's time for that +1 to PP spell.
So if everyone is done with their stuff they want to do, you guys wake up in the morning to the smell of meat roasting over a fire.
Oh, was that a long rest?
Yeah, that would have been a long rest over the night.
Perfect.
Bazam.
Were they cooking poultry perchance?
Sure.
And I wake up in horror.
I like when you guys hit long rest, nothing recharged.
Yeah, that was me. No one else uses that damn button.
I'm gonna
I
use
just
it.
did.
I'm gonna use
Oh no,
it.
I think when we use it, only he sees it.
Yeah,
Oh,
only,
that makes
you only
sense.
see your own.
Okay.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I got key back.
Nice. Also, during a long rest, you can take that time to change up your prepared spells, right, John Johns?
Yes.
Which
I'm
I'm
good.
probably gonna do real quick while you guys are doing whatever you're doing.
Or weenies.
Okay, so
man.
what are we doing with the day, guys?
I say we get back on the road. We've had enough tomfoolery. It's time we start heading out.
Irina gives you a nod and she says, "Yes, I agree. Yesterday was It was a good break from things, but we have places we should be.
I want to
best
find
not
that sun sword. That sounds holy as fuck.
That's it, the holy fuck sword.
Oh, I think we should get on to that next city, guys. What about you?
I'm packed up and ready.
Here.
Everybody ready?
Let's do
Tika,
it.
did you live through the night?
Yes. What? Oh, my head. What's going on? Ugh.
Oh, that would be the effects of this bad juice. I do air quotes even if they're not a real thing.
So bloody hungry.
Afro wants to hear the song again about the madman on the mountain.
Please sing the song, Sean. Where's Sean? You mean John?
It's what the VODs are for.
No, he
Oh,
corrected it. He meant again. Please sing the song again.
my
I
bad.
think he wants Sean at 2K to sing it.
That means he's on his phone.
I'm sorry,
I,
Sean.
I literally forgot half of the lyrics already, and the song was like 8 words long.
Hey man, just click on where it says videos up there and like just rewind it and listen to it.
Causing storms on the mountains, Mad Mountain Man, Mountain Wizard, something like that.
Okay, so are you guys getting back on the road?
Yes.
Is that the plan?
Onward.
All right. Well, after having a nice day of tomfoolery and relaxing, you guys get back on the road, feeling newly rejuvenated. Which way would you guys like to head?
Oh yeah, the map.
West.
Let me zoom out.
Wait, I don't even see.
Ooh, Valaki.
You have to zoom out and readjust it probably.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
Real quick. There it is.
So our options here are
Okay,
south
cool.
and then northwest, or what?
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa. Sorry, my peoples in the streams.
And we came up this way because it was also on the way to Valaki.
Hmm.
And because that's where Madam the fortune teller was
Oh,
when
yeah,
you guys were asking about her.
We figured it wouldn't take us long.
Do we know where these either direction leads?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Nightbreeze.
Isn't it? Well, it was the fork. It was. Irina said that we can go this way to Valaki, or we could have taken the other way. But they both go to the same place. It's just a fork. It separates, and then from what it sounded like, they both converge back at Valaki.
Oh. Huh.
So I go to Agram and I'm in front of everybody, but I'm telling Agram, hey man. So last night, why were we in the forest? I can't really. I remember some dead guy and stepping on some grass and.
I
What?
was looking for healing herbs.
I was like,
I
oh okay.
think
Headed to the bathroom real quick.
So like as I remember that I remind him, you know, I am proficient in herbalism, and during that long rest, John's, I did swap out my one of my spell slots to locate animals and plants, which is also a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm letting him know if you'd like on our journey, I can try to find some plants for you.
I see. Sure.
If you don't mind helping me turning into helpful potions. Do you create potions with them, John, or what do you create exactly? Is it like just like a herb concoction, or
With what?
with when you find herbs to create healing stuff? Like, do you end up creating a healing potion, or what do you create with it exactly?
It really depends on what you want to create and the tools at hand. So Nightbreeze has the tools to brew, the tools and the proficiencies. I assume you have the proficiencies, Nightbreeze, to brew healing potions. So he was specifically looking for ingredients to make healing potions.
I do have a herbalism kit. I do not know what that includes exactly. So,
You can check it in the compendium.
I'm checking. Let's see right here.
Oh, wait, isn't herbalism kit what you need to do that?
To make a potion of healing, it is. You can create antitoxins and potions of healing.
Badass.
Damn.
Cool.
Good
So I
stuff.
have that shit. Also. Anyway. Okay. Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So as we're traveling, I'm casting this 10-minute ritual, actively looking for herbs.
I had it open and. What's the name of the spell again?
It's called locate animals or plants.
That's what it was. I was putting in detect. Okay. I mean, you're walking through the woods, or walking down the road, and you spend 10 minutes casting the ritual, at which point you definitely detect the herbs required to create a potion of healing, you think. At least ones that would be utilized in it. That should be in your journal, John or David. If you look in your journal, it should be like one of the top ones. It should start with the word spell scroll.
Oh, there it is.
And how long does it take to brew it, man, or to make it?
It would take a day to brew.
But I can't do that while I'm actively moving around, or do I have to? Like...
No, you can't.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Thank you.
I assume you just set it to boil before you go to sleep or something.
Right.
Okay. So, like we have done before, guys, the team is traveling down the road, and that means all the excitement, all of the fun of the roll. So, Yanko, if you have a minute to enable our pug store switch stuff.
Doing it. Hold, please.
So when the music starts and we switch pages here, you guys can buy rolls or bonuses and penalties. Now, if you give it pluses, it's going to make it harder for them. If you give it minuses, it's going to make it easier. So the higher their roll, the more likely they are to run into different things on the road.
I'm gonna take a break.
And we're all clear, man.
Take a rest break.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start it up. Bum, 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 ba-da. So when the music stops, it'll be done. Anyone feel free to spend your pugs. Can you put the commands for him in the chat, Yanko? Or at least tell him what they are?
They're going to be displayed.
Okay, cool.
Yep. They're displayed on the screen right now.
Oh, so they are. I forgot that we have that background. I'm still on the other page.
So once again, you guys can influence our rules by putting in these commands into the chat. And we'll spend pugs. 20 pugs to add 1, 100 pugs to add or subtract 5, 200 pugs to add or subtract 100. Sorry, 10. I don't know why I said 100. 200 pugs to add or subtract 100. 10. Damn it.
So ever since the attack of the guys with axes that sort of befell you, Irina has seemed a little on edge while she's traveling with you guys. And you've noticed that as you guys walk down the road, she's sort of kept her hand on the hilt of that rapier that she has sheathed. Hey, Luke makes life a little bit harder for the party.
Thanks,
Of
Luke.
course he did. All right, thanks.
And this will be the lull coming up here. The first pause isn't really the end.
Yeah. I was about to say. And don't be fooled.
This is a good... I'm glad everyone is taking this opportunity to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
So, David, while I have you here, I can tell you more about the story of the wizard if you're interested.
Yes.
Sorry, I dig the music.
Exciting.
So as you trade stories with the Vistani, that younger Vistani begins telling the tale of the wizard, and well, you and Walu were there. You had the time to hear all of it, while the other characters only had fragments of it. And And he recounted the tale of something similar to this. That a mighty wizard came to this land just over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing, little one. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's army fled in terror, and a few stood their ground, but they were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other, and their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own 2 eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and he again stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, you know, he had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited him away, and now I hear he spends his days in the mountains causing storms and thunder.
So he died, but he's causing thunderstorms.
Well, I never found his body. So
He's like
said
some
he
kind of
was-
spectral being.
You said he was flung 1,000 feet to his death.
well, yeah, I climbed down to search his body for anything of value, but it was already gone.
Oh.
I just covered that in the story.
Alright, whatever.
Is everyone back? I don't have my cameras up.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Yeah, freaking Pat.
That was
All
an-
right.
That was an interesting story, nonetheless.
Woo!
All right, we're back.
All right.
Rock and Monk, you added to the roll, you fiend.
So it looks like the 1 + 5 is all we got.
Yep.
So who wants to be the one to pull the card?
I got it.
Sure, it's on the road, please, so we can see it near the
Wait.
llama.
We're pulling a Taroka deck.
Yep.
Just
it right here.
Near.
Put it like right
In.
here.
Oh, gotcha. Fuck.
Looks. What the hell? Guild member.
Gold member. Gold member, so fun.
By the way, Luke, thank you very much for participating. I really appreciate it.
We all appreciate it.
Even
We
though
love you, Luke. I'm
you're
sorry
trying
you
to screw us.
exploded.
To the chat.
It's okay, he
To
lives
the
on,
chat.
sort of.
Watch more, spend more. Yes, sir.
So you all make your first leg of the journey with little issue. As you sort of move up from where the encampment was, you follow the Ivlis River, and just as you followed it down into sort of a muddied trail, as you move upwards, the trail becomes much less dirt, or much less mud and much more dirt. Becomes a little easier to walk on, and you can sort of see Irina knocking her boots off to get off the mud that once clinged to the bottom of them. Eventually you follow the river up to where you can see on the map here. I've moved you up accordingly, and as you reach the end of the area, you follow the river to what is basically the base of a canyon. At the far end, let me give you guys some revision here.
Thank you.
Man, how does this game work again?
I thought you were supposed to tell us.
I don't know how this game works.
Strahd has an aneurysm and dies.
What's happening? It's madness. Madness. You guys should be able to see a little bit more right now.
Yep.
Yes.
So as you approach the the bridge that crosses the river, you see off in the distance a great waterfall that spills into a large pool. It billows forth clouds of cold mist, and crossing over it is a great stone bridge that spans over the canyon nearly 1,000 feet above the river basin. And the closer you get, it becomes clear that it's covered in sort of a thin layer of moisture and slickness.
So we see the pool. I remind, hey guys, didn't the fortune teller mention something about a pool that's blessed by the sun to the west?
No, yeah, true.
She did.
Do you guys think this might be it?
Holy man, can you check for holy properties?
I was thinking it was the pool by
Maybe
the
never
camp.
filled me in, so I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Oh, that's right.
I point in this general direction.
I still can't see anything.
I pick him up and hold him up so you can.
You gotta go
Jay,
to
you
the bottom right
me down.
of the map.
Yeah.
Or in your window.
Right.
Can
I'm
we?
not
Can we?
Not
Can
a
we?
babe. Why do you keep picking me up?
So you can see, my friend. I understand you are vertically challenged. I'm just trying to help you.
That's politically correct, though.
Would you guys like to go check it out?
Isn't it
yeah,
like
I mean,
1,000 feet down?
Oh, I still want to check. Can one of you men of the faith possibly check for holy properties of a lake? Or of a pool?
I don't know how to check for holy properties, but
I'm just gonna kind of roll my eyes at that.
I am very naive when it comes to that. So.
I don't know if we can get to it easily if it's 1,000 feet down.
It's a
We're
little
on a
bit
canyon.
far away,
Wait,
and this is
what part of this
treacherous.
is? Yeah, what part of this is 1,000 feet down? Is this like a waterfall?
That is a waterfall. This bridge is 1,000 feet over the basin of the river. So you would need to descend the canyon walls.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Jesus.
We're 1,000 feet up. I don't think we're gonna get down to that pool exactly easily.
I stand on the edge of the
do
bridge.
have climbing equipment.
The rope, of course.
Do you have 1,000 feet of rope?
With
No,
our
it's
ropes
not.
combined,
I have rope and I have pinions. You need to hammer him into the canyon wall.
Yes,
That
we
would
know you
take
have
some
opinions.
time.
You have lots of opinions.
So you guys can get some scale on here. Each one of these hexes is a quarter mile.
Oh shit.
So from the camp, you guys have moved a mile east on foot.
gotcha.
West?
Perhaps we should continue along the.
Sorry, west. I don't know why the fuck I keep saying east.
Yeah, I agree. We should probably get to the next
Interested-
town before attempting to scale 1,000-foot cliff wall with
Yeah,
Irina
well,
here.
As interested as I am to find out what Eva was speaking about, it's not safe. We have Strahd on our heels, and he's coming after Irina, so we should head towards Valaki and Krezek.
I remember him mentioning a carriage at the fork of a road. Didn't we pass the fork of the road on the way here?
Well, potentially, but I have no intention of going back so that we can have dinner with a vampire.
Oh, but guys, I wanted to hang out with him for a while. He seemed interesting, at least.
I'm sure we'll be meeting with him again soon. We
Oh,
have somebody.
yay.
All right. No, you're right. We this can wait. Let's take care of the lady first.
I look at David, I'm like, I'd like to take care of the lady.
Alright.
I 360 turn my head around and look at you with shame.
What? What?
Wait,
What?
you 360 turn it around? So
No,
back
no,
forward?
about 270. Okay, about 270.
I think
It's
at that
about
point your neck might just snap.
You underestimate
Just
the
falls
flexibility
off.
of my neck, sir.
Okay,
We should
Onward.
continue west.
yeah.
Onward. Don John's.
Okay. So, someone go ahead and draw a card for your next leg of the travel here.
I do it.
I'll get it since I haven't got one yet.
Fine. You did. Fuck. I fucked up. I pulled one already.
You're gonna draw the card of death. Don't
What
do
do I
it.
do? I pulled it.
Too bad.
The Myrmidon.
That's fun.
Huh.
Murmur-derm.
Looks a
Sounds
little
fun,
menacing.
Murmur-derm.
All right, man. I'm hoping at some point his contribution is gonna make you guys run into something here. So you guys move another mile down the road, and it starts to wind. It starts to wind, and as you move farther away from the river, as mountains slowly start rising up around you. Go ahead and pull another card, whoever. But agree on it first.
Yanko, you just want to slide the one you pulled over?
Yeah. Wait, where is it?
Eh.
Fuck it. Whatever, I'll just pull another one.
Yeah.
With Dark Lord!
Oh,
Dark
sounds
Lord.
great.
Number 3, my lord! Number 3, my lord!
Does Luke's +5 help with this?
I have a question, John Johns.
It would make it worse, actually.
As we're traveling through this road, I'm noticing these little, like, I don't know, these little lines that kind of follow the road. Does that indicate that we're climbing up or anything like that, or what does that mean?
The little black lines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like elevation hills.
Right.
Yeah, those denote elevation.
Okay,
or like
so
in
like
a canyon,
going
I'm assuming.
right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
you can see the smaller points are towards the lower elevation.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, sweet. So who wants to roll a D12 plus a D8?
Since I drew it, I guess I'll roll it.
Sounds good.
Roll. It's a D12
Plus a D8, just like before.
plus.
And then you face plant 1,000 miles down.
Oh my god.
All right. Can I get? Can everyone tell me their passive perception?
15.
12.
14.
Where is that again?
It's
It's
10 plus
perception-
your perception,
Plus your proficiency, yeah.
if you're proficient in it.
Right.
12.
16.
15. Yeah.
By the way, guys, I haven't been adding my HP as we've been leveling up. I went from having 10 HP to having 31 HP.
Nice.
Huh.
So does anyone have lower than a 13?
I do. I have a 12.
Okay. So everyone who isn't M here, you guys start to notice some figures moving in the mountainsides around you.
Hmm.
I'm gonna stay cool and act like I just don't notice it, but I notice it.
I want to see if I can get a better, or no. Yeah, let's just. I'm just gonna kind of prep myself for if anything happens.
I also prepare my I prepare Eldritch Blast in case I see anything threatening in front of me.
And I'm gonna use my cantrip thaumaturgy to make my voice like boomingly loud.
Okay.
And I say, "Who goes there?"
I jump a little bit when you say that. You gotta warn me before you do that, man.
So you sort of let out a bellowing sound, and as you do, you see several figures rise up from behind stones, and it looks like there's about 4 of them there. Some large, heavy-built human males, it looks like, from where you're at, and they're wearing patchwork, brightly colored clothes.
Like the Vistani? Or perhaps like the corpse we saw?
Like both of those things, yes.
I say identify yourselves,
So everyone roll initiative.
motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Snap.
Can
I think
you
you gotta zoom in.
Yeah, can you
Can
add
you
us
give
to
us
the
our
map?
tokens?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I can't click without my token.
Yeah, so sorry, give me just a second. I'm actually on the map screen here. So I'll
No.
move you guys over here. Boom, 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 boom. Come to my map.
Another white map.
All
gonna
white
draw on
maps
it.
all the time.
It's the sheer void of endless snow.
It looks like I'm a fluorescent light bulb in my camera.
We must be beyond the wall. Hey, someone just took a shit off the edge of the map.
Oh, I had to wipe, guys. I'm sorry.
It was the llama.
Afro. Oh shit!
You know what, you bitch. Fine, whatever. Do this shit by hand. Why are you so blue?
Oh! Annie Baskey is now following, dude. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Annie Baskey, thank you for that. Follow.
Thank you for following.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Anabaski. Good stuff.
Looks like
Really, Afro? What emote is that?
it looks like Anatomy Park in here. What's going on?
Brown
Are
hype?
these the homeless man's intestines?
Mm-hmm. They are.
Wait, you gotta check out Pirates of the Pancreas, Morty.
Alright, so, where are you guys at? So you guys go ahead and pull your tokens onto the map. So the center road, the center is the road that you guys are on, the valley, and the sides here are the mountains. And in fact, what I will do is, to make things a little more clear for you guys, I'll change the color here.
Make it blue. Make it pink. Make it blue.
God damn. This thing like changes my default color every time I change the brush I'm using.
Meow. I hear a pussy.
So the little squares are actually rocks.
Okay.
Cool.
These are some odd-shaped rocks, I see.
Yeah, they're so square.
They look man-made.
They look...
It's incredible.
Some interesting
And then-
plate tectonics going on around here.
And then Tika just vomits all over the party.
God damn it, something making me vomit! I don't appreciate that. First the hoot noises, and now the vomit. Hey Jay,
Yeah,
how you doing?
doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Why are they fighting us? They were our friends.
No, these guys are much more buff and angrier. Not as
They
happy-go-lucky.
They look just like that sexy lady, though.
They're more Balchinians.
They're the most sexy lady.
They're
Who's
here
that
for our
lady?
stroll of wee wee.
Who's lady? Annie Baskai.
On the bus guy.
Annie Baskai. Does any of us know this person? Who are
Me.
you? Identify yourself.
Who are you?
JP, you know them?
That's like
All right.
Yanko's home theme.
Did anyone?
Initiative.
Did anyone roll initiative?
Oh fuck no.
Patrick's
I'm
not
gonna
on the screen yet
God
either.
damn it.
I'm gonna roll a 4, just letting you know. Just
Yeah, I don't see me, John.
You gotta drag yourself.
You gotta drag yourself on.
Oh crap! I always forget that.
So drag yourself into marching order, where you would have been.
well, that wasn't
I trust your
a 4.
judgment. Except I don't. You're all
look.
fucking
It was
liars.
7.
Look what
We're
the
going
pack
up on
dragged
this
in.
map, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are heading north.
Hey, I didn't
Ooh.
roll the shittiest for once.
Alabaski, thank you, or Alabaskai. Thank you for bringing me one step closer to 100 followers. I need them triple digits, yo. I need them triple digits.
Yanko, I think you still have disadvantage turned on.
Oh shit, you're right. Should I roll again? John's?
Just give me whatever the first number that shows on the roll is.
11.
What was that?
Even with disadvantage, you still got the highest initiative.
Oh shit. There you go. I don't know. I don't know. Can someone check what that is? I can't.
It says
I think it's like
your
glitched
first
out.
one was 11.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh wait, no, +2, so it's still 13.
Yeah.
It's the same, yeah.
So you know that this October we're gonna have a Friday the 13th. Gonna be exciting, man.
Oh man.
Jason Day.
Too bad we don't play on Fridays.
That's right, bitch.
You know what? For Halloween, we should do a special
Bitch.
all-run Curse of Strahd.
Ooh.
I know,
Wait,
it's
wait,
real
wait.
tempting.
Wait,
I want to
wait,
be
wait,
Scary Terry.
dude. Scary Terry. That's right, bitch.
Whoops, the wrong button.
God damn.
Man, you guys need to get on Irina's level.
Am I Rena?
No, she's good.
You guys are amateur hour.
I stand behind her.
All right.
March the carriage and head to Castle Ravenloft, bitch.
Irina draws out her rapier and takes takes a defensive stance, and she goes, "Bandits, the roads are rife with them."
Bandits everywhere.
Can everyone see the turn indicators on the map?
Yep.
Awesome. So 1, 2, 3. Here, you see one of the Vistani step out from behind a rock. You, sir, are going to go ahead and need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I did have a prepared spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. So, what's the range on it? What spell is it?
I also have doubled range. Eldritch Blast. It's a warlock spell that I was able to look for a first level cantrip level spell to add to my thing.
Which feat did you take? Magic Initiate?
I believe so. Let me just look at it real
Yeah.
quick.
That's his researching sound.
It's the spell sniper. I took spell sniper. So my range is also doubled on my range spells.
Okay, and Eldritch Blast requires an attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, bam. Oh, choose target. Boom.
Not bad. I mean, the damage is shit, but not bad.
Yeah, some damage.
Okay. Let me just look
Like
at this
the
here real
damage is
quick.
way, I'm gonna fucking quit.
Poke him.
I'm out of here.
Rocking monk.
For
I
some
bought
reason, I
+5
can't-
And it's only bandits.
Hey,
It's
what
the battlefield.
what set is
Disgusting
your
with- Peak of damage.
what set is the casting stat for that?
What set? What do you mean by that?
Should be charisma, or well, I
It
guess no, that's warlock. So
It's
I guess
warlock,
that
so
would
it is
apply.
different. I did change it though, so let me just look at it real quick.
Yeah, it should be charisma.
Says charisma?
It is charisma. Yep.
Okay, great. All right. So who were you shooting that at?
Whoever just popped his head out and I could see him.
Okay.
My criteria was whoever started charging towards us and was threatening. That was,
I mean, no one charged towards you, but I mean, we can go with what happened. So you fire your bolt and we'll hit target force damage. Okay, so that's it. It's just some force damage.
Yeah.
And it was kind of shit damage too, but whatever.
Paltry amount.
Okay, so he pops his head out and you sort of
Poultry.
unloose a beam of eldritch energy that hits him.
Like that.
And you made a mhm.
Are these actually Vistani, or were you just saying that because you're using a Vistani icon?
No, he said they looked similar. That's all he said.
I said they're wearing patchwork, brightly colored clothes. You
Oh,
have no idea
that's-
whether they're actually Vistani.
Okay.
You can do your best to deduce whether they are or not. That's really up to you. Okay. TK, it's your turn.
Oh, I thought it was M here's turn. I just kind of. Oh, whatever.
No,
Okay.
M here made a save because I asked
Oh,
him
my
to.
bad. Gotcha.
Bullseye lantern, you mean?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm like,
Yeah, the bullseye lantern made it go.
well, that was a bit shit. So I'm gonna cast my frostbite at the same guy. God, this
The
shitty
viciousness
damage.
continues.
The frost like nibble.
Killed it.
Damn, that's a good saving throw.
So he completely shrugs it off.
Alright, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna bust out one of my spirits of the bear. Bam! Did you guys remember what that does? Reminder?
10 hit points, right?
You guys can, I don't know if you guys can click on my little icon to see what it does. But
It was 5 plus your level, so 4. I
your
think
Okay, so you
allies,
click it,
9.
And it'll put in the chat.
Did it?
No, I can say, can't you?
Oh, I don't know actually. Can I, John Johns? I don't even know. I don't have it as a spell. Oh no.
So probably not. No, but you guys might be able to open up the ticket. I don't, just read it out loud.
Yeah, when the spirit appears, you gain temporary hit points equal to 5 plus my druid level, so you guys get 9 temporary hit points. In addition, you and your allies get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Alright? So, plus 9 temporary hit points and advantage on strength stuff.
God damn. Alright.
And... wait, the temporary hit points... Yeah, and I'm good exactly where I'm at, so I'm just gonna stay put.
How do we do
sorry,
temporary hit points?
Sorry, what was that?
How do we do temporary hit points?
You can click on your icon and then just add a number on one of the other top little circles, and then just start,
Okay.
deducing them as they go away.
Yeah, you gotta put plus 9 if you're doing 9, though. Don't put
How many did we
plus.
get?
9.
9. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense why you said 9.
So you see this Vistani looking guy lock back a bolt into a crossbow in his hand, and he unleashes a shot at you, Agrim, from behind the rock.
I fear no. Okay, maybe I fear a little bit, you know?
So he sends a bolt sailing into you, and it punches a hole in your pauldron, leaving a bolt.
Whoa. Hold on a second here, let me...
There goes those temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, you have the
Actually,
temporary
know
hit
what?
points, right?
Damn, that's right, yeah, so the bear endurance just goes away. And I give Tika like a knowing nod.
I turn my head 180 and nod back.
A bear pops out of the mist.
As
and,
a bear,
bites
holy
the
crap.
arrow away.
What was that? Did you ask me a question? I'm sorry.
I said a bear pops out of the mist and bites the bolt away, snatches it midair.
I was like about to burn a luck point and something that early, but I was like, the bear.
And then he sort of ducks back behind the rock.
Just
Mhm.
just to point throw it out there, because I got the sniper feat, man. I don't have to worry about
Cover.
partial. Yeah, cover. Yeah,
I think it's like half cover and up to 3/4 cover or something like that.
yeah, I can ignore that.
So similarly, this bandit unleashes a crossbow bolt at M here.
No.
Oh shit!
No.
Damn.
How dare you?
Oh my god, he crit.
M here. So how many temporary hit points did you guys get from the bear totem?
9.
Okay, so so he manages to puncture all the way through the benefit of the bear totem. Go ahead and roll an injury.
Here we go.
I've been getting injured through temporary hit points.
Oh, okay, minus.
And I got a minor scar. Are you shitting me? This is crap.
Well, you only took like 1 point of damage. So
I-
you-
I was kidding. That's
So
Six dig it.
So the bolt manages to punch through the spiritual health that you've been granted, leaving a small but awesome scar on your face.
hey Jay, stop taking everything so seriously, man. All right?
When I get hit by the bolt across my face, is like my hair move in slow motion and like with like sweat, spraying off of it.
Yes. So that Vistani then retreats back behind the large stone and is completely out of sight. The bandit. Walu, it's your turn.
Excellent. So this guy is still pretty much open then, right?
He is standing there, yes.
Cool. Can I see him from here? I think I can.
Yeah, you can
kind
see
of make sweet. So he was the one that was hit earlier, took the 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
All the dead. So I got to roll a d12. Why didn't it?
But just to be clear,
yeah.
you're going for this guy right here, right? Yeah, they're cool. Just show in the chat.
Wait, why does it say no damage?
Because I have to roll it afterward.
Oh, huh. Hey,
Shit.
oh, Jesus.
Hey!
Damn!
Nice.
That one is either a d8 or a d12.
Aw. Oh, hey, just enough.
Yeah, I made it.
God damn.
All right, so you unleash the toll, and so Walu, you sort of gesture arcane signatures into the air, and the entire party hears the echoing of a bell that almost sounds as if it's off in the far distance, and you see the bandit's eyes sort of widen and his mouth opens up, and then he just slumps over on the ground.
Good shit.
Damn.
So
The
14
bell
damage, guys.
tolls for thee.
I really didn't expect it, but I look at everyone and I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. Trying to be
Aggressive.
all about it.
All right, Walu, go ahead and hit EOT in the chat for your character.
Thank you.
M here, that's you.
Okey-dokey.
Hey, Pat, don't you steal their soul when you kill them with a spell?
I don't have any health to gain back, so I'm not doing that yet, and I haven't revealed that yet to anything, so I'm just going to keep it that way for a bit.
He's like, shut the fuck up, Ray.
He's like, no. Wink.
There's 2 reasons behind that.
Wasn't there a dude over here?
That's the one that just vaporized.
Oh, you
He died.
vaporized that.
His
Alright,
body's
well,
no, his body's there. He's not vaporized.
No.
I run towards the body. Well, in that case, I guess I'm just going.
I go, hey, where are you going?
Yeah, I need to measure it again.
Where you going?
30. Yoink. I go there. I should probably cast a spell, shouldn't I?
Hey, John, what is this? This line here, what does that mean?
Oh, so that's a step up in elevation.
Okay, cool.
So anyone crossing that line, it's double movement. Sorry, I really should have said something like that earlier.
Oh.
Fuck you guys. I do what I want. I'm in charge here.
Whatever. I do what I want. That callback, though.
It's double movement just to cross it, so this counts as like 10.
Yeah. So just count the 1 square as double.
All right, so I'm there, and then I will cast a Shield of Faith on myself, and I'm gonna look back towards Agarim. Bless the party. That's
Bless my ass.
You're like, you're like, I didn't sneeze, but thank you. Hey, down the fucking law. Fucking Afro, dude.
And if that's it for you, go ahead and hit EOT.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
Plus 2 to AC is actually really good.
Agrim.
Okay, which one of these chuckle fucks was the one that shot me?
It's this dude over here.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, it's about right. Okay. Assuming my thaumaturgy is still on, I'm just gonna be like, "You dare shoot a disciple!" And the other guy dropped dead after that Toll the Dead, so I don't think I want to burn like a full-on. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna blast his ass. I'm gonna conjure up a guiding bolt to wipe his existence.
You could stay where you were and cast Bless.
I cast the guiding bolt upon the paladin. Yeah. No.
Complete disregard.
I could do that. Fuck you.
And here's the part where I
do what
burn
I
all
want.
my luck points because these shitty rolls.
Damn it.
Hold on, I'll burn it. God damn it! It's so early, these things vanish. Here we go. Please, sweet Jesus, give me something good. And I'll do it. I'll burn it again. I'll use all
Your
my
luck's not that great.
all my stupid. This is why I needed this perk. Oh my god. Oh,
Hey!
okay.
Jesus!
Get fucked.
And it only cost me 2 luck points. Jesus Christ.
Get riggedy,
Drop
riggedy, riggedy,
27 and go.
All right,
It's-
so you vaporize him in the holy guiding light of your god.
The dang.
And if you're done, go ahead and hit EOT.
Where the heck is it?
You know what? I can just move it since it's all the way up there.
Hit
What
lucky
the
like
hell
4
is that?
All right. I'm here. Not I'm here. Fucking Night Breeze.
Really, John?
Sorry.
I'm gonna put myself between Irina and Last Bandit Man, and I'm gonna throw a dart at him. Woo! That dart
Well-
did not do.
you bury a dart into the rock that is in front of him.
It's no.
Bullseye.
And I can't use it's to defend yourself. That's an actual action, not a bonus, right?
Yeah, to take a dodge action.
Then in my turn.
Alright.
Okay,
Time
David.
time. We're gonna ride on along over here.
I defend my position on Facebook.
Right here. And I'm gonna cast Firebolt at this guy.
Okay.
That's totally true, man. Fucking Ray didn't get to describe how you obliterated the foe.
No, he said he wanted to vaporize him, so John said he vaporized him.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Something-
unleash a firebolt and he ducks behind the rock and it leaves a scorch mark on the rock that he's hiding behind.
I'm like, you little bastard.
You little. You're just
That's
like
off
your
me.
father.
You should feed Pickles like really volatile organic chemicals, and then when Pickles does the llama spit, you can cast your
Acid
firebolt on it.
damage.
Well, that too. It'll be like llama napalm.
It's lamination. Eliminate 'em.
Somebody buy that in the pug store, please.
You guys can definitely buy spells, by the way. All you viewers, all you 8 viewers. Go to
A
the pug
spell
store.
scroll of llama napalm.
Yeah, you guys can create spells like that. I mean, you know, spend your pugs, folks.
So the guy steps out from behind the rock, and Agrim, he looks directly at you and sort of meets your gaze. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
I give him the old wisdom saving throw, you said?
That stank guy, though.
God
That-
damn it.
Want some luck in there?
No, I'm saving this last point. I need it, man. It's my last one.
Okay. So like you suddenly feel like your joints lock up, and you feel like you're unable to control your body at all.
My bowels.
Oh.
So Irina keeps a defensive position and sort of moves up behind Nightbreeze and David. Sika?
Grab the ruler, bro.
You sit right here?
No, he said a little further to the right.
Here?
Don't forget the double movement on the line.
Dude, just use the ruler, man. And add 5.
I mean, he'll have like 3/4 cover, but yeah, you can see him.
What the? Where's the damage roll?
It does no damage. It's a useless spell.
No, it does 1d8 pierce damage.
It does.
1d10.
1d10, yeah.
He also has to make the ranged spell attack. So a d20 and a d10.
And then he also has to make a dex save or he takes 2d6 cold damage.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not a
That's a d20.
No, it's just the damage roll.
9 piercing damage.
Now he has to make a saving throw or take more damage.
He did.
He did. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my,
wait,
I
yeah, yeah.
assume so.
my mic was muted
18,
to the
yeah.
public. Damn it. Okay. Well, whatever. Does he at least take the 9 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you catch him with the ice knife, and it opens him up pretty bad.
Awesome.
You can go ahead and hit EOT.
Oh.
I just walked all the way over here.
Finish him off!
Spirit bomb.
So he sort of scoots up a little bit. M here, he looks directly at you. Can you make a wisdom save?
He gives you the stink eye.
Okay. So the bandit sort of rounds the corner and locks eyes with you, and you can feel almost as if you were like in a battle of wills with him, and then just as you feel like you were about to be overtaken, you push back, and you can sort of see the bandit's eyes glaze over, and he sort of he starts screaming and like looking around and like covering his eyes. And he stumbles backwards back behind the rock here.
All
They're
right.
possessed by something.
All right. So I'm going to somewhat flank this dude over here. Somewhat. And just about right there. And
How'd you do it? How'd you do it?
and I will
There
cast
we
a
go.
ray of frost at this fool. Oh shit!
So you unleash your ray of frost, but luckily his the rock that he's using for cover takes the brunt of the blow, leaving him completely unharmed.
After you cast the spell, you were suddenly overwhelmed with disappointment at your terrible aim.
I back up the last 5 feet that I have. And, bam.
Well, I still don't notice any bless on anyone. Guess I'm gonna go over here and hit this guy.
Yeah.
Without looking at his eyes. It's very
Are you making a melee attack against him?
Yeah.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Did you shout out that he's possessed? Amir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't that go? Oh.
Oh,
Damn.
Okay, so as you raise up your sword, you realize that he is blind,
Well, now I
giving
feel
you.
bad.
So this is the question. I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to execute the blow or not?
Back him. Back him in his ass.
He's clearly defenseless, and he's trying to sort of paw his way around the rock. He does still have a scimitar strapped to his hip.
Is
making
it
it-
possible? Is it possible to hit him and just knock him unconscious when I do it?
Yes.
Or do I have to kill him?
No, you don't have to kill him.
Hit him with the back of your sword.
I'll do that instead. I'm not
Okay.
gonna kill him.
So just as you realize he's blind, just as you're about to bring down the blade, and instead you turn it sideways and hit him with the flat, knocking him unconscious.
Nice.
Okay, cool. EOT. Jump.
Agrim, go ahead and make a will save.
what the hell's the will save?
Sorry, go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Well, hold over from the older editions.
I
Okay,
am a shit.
you can go ahead and hit EOT.
Well, this has been eventful.
Okay. Since he's still hiding behind the rock, I'm just gonna run up to him. Oh, that's no distance at all. Aha! Wait, no, drag.
Don't forget double move against those.
I've got 40 movement speed, man.
Oh shit.
These walls are no match. And I'm gonna punch him.
Okay, so you run up and you sort of catch him by surprise as you come around the rock, and you sock him right in the mouth for 4 points of damage.
Rack him, sack him.
And then I'm going to spend key point
For your
use for your blows to get 2 more attacks on him. Oh, that one might have missed.
That one did miss.
Damn. And
Holy crap, a doodle shit.
Is this where we break his ribs and all that again?
let's go back there again.
It begins.
Damn.
So you run up to him and you pop him in the mouth, and he manages to dodge your other blow. And just as as he thinks he's safe, you grab the side of his head and just smash it into the rock.
Awesome. That's all I can do.
Stop
I have
cracking
to
skulls, man.
end a turn. That's the second time.
It's getting gratuitous.
I want him.
Has really paid off for you.
Huh?
Smashing all those bricks has really paid off for you.
All with one eye.
Losing an eye unlocked your inner potential.
David, I think it's your turn.
It is.
I scream out, I want him.
Gay! I look over you. I mean, you guys are kind of in my way.
I am. I realize that now.
Alright, so I'm just going to stick here and protect Irina.
How noble.
time to fuck him.
20 Constitution saving throw. God damn.
I won't put it past John's luck and his rolls.
Literally has to crit.
He can have a plus in con.
Oh, that's true. He
Eye
could
of the
have.
tiger. Eye of the tiger.
Nope.
A dead tiger.
Yet.
So he
My God.
he starts like trying to climb up the rock to get away. Night Breeze, you can have an opportunity attack if you want.
Sure.
Why, thank you, sir. Get back
Shit.
into.
The poor
Okay,
man.
so feel free to describe your potential execution.
As he said he's trying to like climb up that ledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
As he's going towards the ledge, I just want to like grab his ankle and then like whip him back into that rock he was hiding behind.
Okay, that is what you do, and his already like fractured skull just splits open, and his brain matter is splashed up against the side of the rock.
No cool sound effect.
Yummy.
Oh my god, my dog is like all up in my shit here.
Ew.
It's all up in your Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So, job well done, sir. Job well done.
Am I done?
I got him.
Hitting myself over there.
I yell from across the canyon. Good job, job.
Yes. So once once the bandit is killed, Agrim, you can suddenly control your body.
Thank God.
Just turn over to Agrim, like.
Make sure you didn't wet yourself or anything.
And I'm here. You now stand over the unconscious body of one of the bandits.
I'm gonna take the rope out
Whoops.
of my pack and bind him.
Hey, can I loot the other dead ones?
Are you asking in character or?
I'm asking you.
You can loot him if you want.
I
All right, I'm gonna make my way and start looting one of the dead ones.
I walk next to M here because I heard him say he was possessed. I put my hand on the guy's chest, and I'd like to make I guess, would it be a religious check to see if he has any kind of possession on him, or what would that be, John?
I mean, the guy who's unconscious.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean, unless you have a way to magically detect it. I mean, he's unconscious. There's not really a way for you to know.
Okay, I do have detect magic, so I could just start that as a ritual.
You could see, yeah. I mean, you could do that and see if he's under the effect of any.
Okay, yeah. So I place my hand on his chest, and I let M here. I was gonna say Agrim. I let M here know. Let's see what possesses this man. And I just sit there and I start casting the spell.
Okay. Does anyone? Okay. So David, you start going through people's pockets. What's everyone else doing in this 10-minute window while Tika?
Well, I'm tying the dude up.
Okay.
I want to loot everybody we have.
I was totally gonna check this corpse that I'm closer to.
Okay. Night Breeze.
I'm like, David, come on, let me have this one, man.
I'll go stand by
I just kind of look back and just
Irina.
all right,
And
all
just
right.
kind of keep an eye out.
So Irina's gonna climb up here. So if you want to follow her up there to sort of see what's going on.
Sure.
Agrim, what are you gonna do? Agrim? Is Ray at the computer?
I am muted. Blah. I was muted. So. I'm gonna sit and wallow in shame at my performance.
Okay, David, roll a d4 and a d6.
Oh shit, not a d6.
So you find a scimitar, a light crossbow, 4 gold coins, and 5 bolts on his body. Walu, same thing, d4 and a d6.
1, 2, 4.
Pocket those coins.
1 piece. Come on, drop down. Thank you.
So Walu,
Yay.
you find a scimitar, a light crossbow, 1 gold coin, and 3 crossbow bolts on his person. Tika, you eventually finish casting the spell and you focus in on him, but he doesn't seem to be carrying anything magical, and the body itself isn't emanating any sort of aura.
I don't understand. What was he using to restrain us like that? I thought he might have been possessed.
The Vestani curse.
You don't know what that is.
So yeah, there's nothing magical about
I
him at
don't
all.
know. He gazed at me, and it was as if I was gonna lose control of my mind. And then all of a sudden, he's screaming and grasping around, blinded with his behind the rock. Irina, is this man a Vistani? He looks as though he is, but why would they attack us?
She sort of steps up and she looks over him and she says, "Well, he certainly looks like a Vistani. I've heard tales that they're capable of cursing people, but they look like bandits. They were probably just after our gold or equipment."
I want to write up at this point on Pickles and be like, "Guy, look at this sweet scimitar and crossbow I found." And I have one in each hand. I'm just like, woo.
Is he like knocked out? Like what's his status right now? The guy.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Blah.
How do you wake up someone who's unconscious? I have no idea.
I mean,
You just wait for him to wake up.
you guys can wake him up if you want.
How did Ray wake you up yesterday when you were drunk as shit?
I pluck a feather out and shove it up his nose as far as it goes.
As far as it goes,
Shoving it into his brain?
It's okay, guys. It's a feather. Nothing's gonna happen.
Well, the centerpiece of feathers that large are
Quite sharp.
are sharp and very stiff.
I do it with the soft end. I hold the stiff part in my.
Okay, you violently shove a feather up the man's nose.
Not violently, just I start wiggling my
He's
way
like,
up
I
there
just
until he
slide
wakes
into
up.
Hey, you're the one who said shove.
he just gives him like a Bert and Ernie tickle.
It's like I shove it lightly.
So you tickle the man's nose, and he sort of goes comes to, and he opens his eyes, and you notice and hear that they look normal. They don't look strange at all. They're no longer clouded. And he sort of looks panicked at all of you, and he says, "You can take my gold. Just let me leave."
Hey, give me that guy's gold.
We know
Why?
we can take your gold. We can take anything we want.
Why did you
You're
attack
bound.
us?
We were just trying to get your items. Look at your armor, your weapons. Clearly they're worth quite a bit. We're just trying to scrape by.
At our expense, it seems.
Are you with the Vistani that are nearby?
He says, "I may be Vistani."
Did you have a comrade that died in the woods?
I try to intimidate him to tell me the truth. Tell me now, or your life will come to a swift end. Fucking shit.
You're too fluffy to intimidate.
You're like, "Tell me now, or your life will come to a swift end."
and I put my feather menacingly in front of him.
He sort of looks like slant-eyed at you, and he's like, yes, I'm Vistani. Do the clothes not give it away? There aren't many in Barovia wearing these garb.
I found one of your
Are
corpses.
there many in Barovia that look like my friend Walu here, or giant birdmen?
He looks at all of you and he says, "Well, no, but..."
So why
You know-
we wouldn't know anything about Vistani?
I'm gonna slowly start heading y'all.
Are you with Madame Eva?
Says, no, I'm not with that camp.
What camp are you with?
And he says, we don't have a camp. We're
I
just travelers, like true Vistani. We wander the roads.
I tell him, have you guys... I've found a corpse near the Vistani camp, not far from here, about 3 miles out. That belonged to one of yours, perhaps.
He says, I suppose it's possible. We had one of our own who wandered off a few nights past. In these woods, there's no telling. Look, I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Just let me go.
Okay.
How can we trust that you won't come back with more of your friends?
He said, well, these were the people I spent my time with, and there's not much of them left.
I tell him, do you know these lands well?
I just yell, damn right there's not much of them left.
He says, I know the roads well enough.
On the way here, southward, we saw a lake in the distance. What's the safest way to get to it?
A lake? There's no lake to the south.
Don't play dumb. You can see it from the bridge.
The pool.
The waterfall.
The canyon.
The pool below the waterfall. That's no lake.
Oh, the pool. That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
It's simply where the water. It's just where the waterfall pools. It doesn't have a name. The falls have a name. They're called the Seer Falls.
We're looking for a holy pool, blessed by the sun god.
He says, I've been up and down these roads. I've never seen a blessed pool, at least not just by looking at it.
How do we reach the body of water?
The one below the falls?
Yeah.
Yes.
I suppose you could climb down, or you could go farther down river and walk up to it. You mentioned Madame Eva's camp. If you started there, you could trek up to it. What is it, a mile and a half?
Well, it's a steep
Well,
fall.
if you trek up to it, it's a
I think he
ways
means start at the pool by the camp and walk up the river.
I think I see.
It's all connected. Just walk along the riverbank.
How
I'm
far
a
is the
paladin,
drop
not
from
a
the waterfall?
geographer.
Not a cartographer.
Sorry, what was that?
I
Ek?
kind of...
How far down does the waterfall go? Like I know the other chasm is like 1,000 feet or something, but just the waterfall itself, like how?
It's about 1,000 feet. It barely hangs over the height of the bridge.
Oh shit!
I ask him what lies beyond the road ahead of us. Anything we should?
If you continue north, you're going to find Castle Strahd, the old mill, and eventually you're going to make your way to Lake Zerovic and Valaki.
And hearing that, I kind of walk right up next to him. Just, what do you know of Strahd?
He's the Devil's Strahd. He's the master of these lands. What are you trying to know? We can only. There are always ears in Barovia.
What is that?
Any bit of information that could tell me more about him. He's a very curious fellow. There's a lot of chatter around, and we may have had a brief interaction with him, but we don't know much of him still.
He sort of, you can see him nervously, like, looking around, and he's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
I put my talons on his neck and I apply some pressure. Like, you will tell us what we need to know.
And just as you say that, you sort of hear the familiar thrung of a crossbow string, and you see a bolt fly directly into the side of his head, pinning it to the rock. And as you look to the side, you see David standing there with a very surprised look on his face and a light crossbow in his hands.
I spin my head 180. The fuck, dude?
I didn't mean to. It's really sensitive. I'm gonna not load this right now.
I mean, next one's aimed to your head, sir.
I just kind of put it down to the side. My bad. Oops.
You've never messed with a crossbow before, have you?
I have not.
That was brilliant aim. You know.
Thank you.
I look onto my guys and say, "What do you guys think?"
I think he just killed this man, and nobody seems to be the slightest bit concerned with it.
Oh wait,
Well, we just
went
killed
into
like
his head?
4 others.
Yeah.
oh my god! I just missed
It went into the side of his head and
Oh, the
pinned his
side
head
of
to
his
the
head.
rock.
I
Yeah,
thought
I-
you meant like the side of the rock, like next to his. My bad. I don't know why I misread that.
I
I
know,
like-
everybody makes accidents.
I look down at the corpse and then up at everybody, and I'm like, guys, he's dead. And then I just kind of saunter off like 10 feet, not too far, like right there.
I search his body for any bad juice.
Okay, yeah, you find a small wineskin with some brandy wine in it.
Alright, cool. I say,
I snatch it out of his hand when he's taking it out of fucking Bastani's body.
I tell him this man served his purpose. Let me keep the wine. Let's bury the corpses and move on.
I like that Tika's raging alcoholism has completely reshaped how he treats dead bodies.
It really has. It's become an addiction. Not gonna lie.
You had one night of drinking.
No, I tried it in Barovia once, and I thought it was funny, and then I had that crazy night trying to forget my unfortunate venture with the freaking fortune teller who didn't tell me shit about my people. Yeah.
You can empty the wine out. You're just a burden on the group when you drink the bad juice.
I tell him
Toss it over here. Toss it over here.
I promise.
Yeah, I'll take it if y'all don't want it.
I tell him I don't plan on drinking myself stupid like that night. I need to forget some painful memories.
Yeah, I know. You can quit anytime. Empty it out.
Like, no, toss it over here.
I ignore him and I put it in my backpack.
Oh man. I was gonna say if it starts pouring it, my guy just jumps under the stream, like.
Cool.
Okay,
I would like to bury the bodies if that's okay.
Or on a mountain pass.
Do you have a shovel?
I have talons.
Are you gonna scratch graves into the rock?
God damn it.
One of them got vaporized anyway, so.
That's true.
That is true. Fine, then
Just
I light the corpses on fire and we head on forward.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Is anyone opposed to heading on?
As I light them on
good.
fire, I was like,
I'm gonna move a little further south to investigate this mysterious.
Now get the fuck out of here.
God damn it, Ray!
My bad.
In the stream, I slowly followed you as we went to reveal the wah. The wah! For those of you who don't know, Ray is like a beast in Smash Bros. And Wario is one of his OP characters. But anyway. we should definitely do a Smash Bros. Stream one day, man.
I'm up for
It's Smash Bros.
So, are we back at the map? Let me zoom out.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we're getting ready to head out again, I kind of look over at Wall and like, that was a pretty good shot, though, wasn't it?
I just bump his fist bump.
I
reached down and fist bumped.
I tell the guys, I really feel that we should prepare before we hit Strahd's castle. He did mention if we go back and we follow the lake, we can get to that pool where the madam told us to find find them.
I
But
would
we
have
don't
liked.
know if that's the pool that we're talking about, and we have Irina with us still at the moment, with Strahd trying to get her.
Yep.
We should probably try and get her to safety before we go adventuring, gallivanting around to find pools.
On to Valaki!
Valaki is beyond.
Castle
Strahd's
Strahd,
castle.
yes.
So we will have to
Uh-huh.
cross.
We don't have to stop at his castle.
It's
We can
beyond
go
the
past it.
pathway to his castle. We're not going to be near the castle if we pass the pathway.
We
Is
should
that true?
continue down the road. The bird's hungover.
Let's do
He
it.
doesn't know what he's talking
I
about.
haven't had a drink in like a few hours.
Down the road.
Can I get perception checks from everyone?
I guess.
Got it.
Gotcha,
My
mate.
bank is empty.
Ooh.
Woo.
Oops, I messed up. Give me a second.
Oh wait. I mean, I'm assuming it was a vision perception.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Bada
it was.
bing.
Damn.
You got a 5 anyway.
No, it was a 1. It was
Oh.
got +4.
My bad. My character sheet's loading.
I was supposed to do a disadvantage, but yeah, that'll be good enough.
That was a disadvantage. Oh no, it wasn't. You just
No.
rolled a 1.
Yeah, I just rolled a shitty.
You literally can't. The disadvantage can't make that any worse.
Or could it?
So, Agarim, as you guys are moving through the mountains, you notice like a handful of ravens have taken to sort of following you.
Ravens.
Apparently, there's not just ears everywhere.
I tell him, what about ravens?
So it appears we're being followed by a flock of ravens.
It's not like a flock. It's like a couple. It's like 3 or 4.
By a micro flock of ravens.
I turn to look at the ravens
It's an
and I
attempted
say,
murder of ravens.
I try to communicate with the ravens and I say, why do you follow us?
So the ravens are following you, but they're rested up on the mountainside. They're a decent ways away from you.
Oh, they can't really hear me.
For the moment, I say we should let it be.
Onward.
Okay. So you guys continue through the valley, and eventually, you can sort of feel the air thicken around you. And as you continue through, a fog starts to set in, and even.
What?
In the chat, there's a
got hit
hot
by a
baby
bug.
girl. 69.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, 50 gold for flashy, I'm down.
And so even here, the forest and the fog are inescapable. You look ahead and you can see the dirt road split into 2 paths, widening toward the east. You see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. Parked at the fork in the road, pointed down that cobblestone path, you see a large black carriage drawn by 2 ebony horses. The horses puff snorts of steamy breath into the chilled mountain air, and the side of the carriage door swings open silently.
Hey, it's Strahd's carriage.
Hey, this is the and I kind of start walking up to it slowly, but I'm still interested, even though we're not going. I don't know.
Is there a driver, or is it just driverless?
It is that you don't see a driver of any sort.
Then
As
I
a-
can take a range check.
As I'm walking closer to it, I'm like, "Hello? Is anyone in that carriage there?"
Maybe this is not the safest place to have Irina.
Yeah, we should continue towards town.
Oh, I'm very much with you guys. I just wanted to see if we could reschedule, maybe.
I'm sure that the devil will know when we return.
Oh, very. That makes sense. Very well.
So to the left then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the non-cobblestone path, right?
Did nothing answer me back, Mr. DM, when I said hello?
No, there was no
Damn
answer.
it.
There was just silence.
And I kind of, as I'm walking away, I'm like, that was very rude of that carriage.
I walk up to the horses and I pet one of his head and I say, "We will free you soon."
So you walk up and you pet the horse and you talk to it in order to sort of bring it some sort of comfort. And so as you look into its eyes, you find that they're just these infinite ebony pools, and there's clearly no life behind them.
I feel an enormous sadness, and I take a sip of my wine to calm down.
Alcoholic bird.
So as you head northwest along the road, you can see ahead that the fog is spilling out from a dense forest, and jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road are high stone buttresses that loom gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework, and dew clings with a cold tenacity to the rusted bars. As you approach them, they slowly swing open with a loud creaking sound. And then they sit silently.
Well, now I feel like the carriage was just going to head this way.
I look at Nightbreeze and say, "After you."
Okay.
Doesn't seem like there's many good choices.
So anyone who it's been a while, so I'll go ahead and just cover this. These gates look identical to the gates that you camped at when you were entering Barovia from the east. They look like the backside of that same gate.
Gotcha.
Oh, so they're huge.
Yes, they are huge. For any of the viewers who weren't there for that, Yanko, do you have the picture available? Otherwise, I'll just pop it up on the screen.
The picture of Barovia?
No, I'll just pop it up on the screen.
With the big dudes in front of it.
Yeah, that was the entrance to
Statues.
Barovia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna say open it up for the viewers so they can see sort of what we're talking about.
Gotcha. Gates of Barovia is. Let it load up. Give me a second. What just happened? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay.
I just forced it up for everyone.
It keeps going away for some reason.
Weird. Okay. Well, it's a cool picture, so I was hoping.
There it
So
is.
you guys are on the back side of those gates, basically. So you guys are just passing through the gate.
Nice. Yep.
And is it obvious that it's the same gate, or could it just be a very similar gate?
It is a very similar gate. The terrain isn't the same, so you're fairly sure it's a different gate, just of almost identical design.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
Well, at least
Let's go.
we're heading the right direction.
Nightbreeze, after you.
All right. Who wants to? You know what? Actually, so you guys slowly march through the incredibly tall and thick gates, and as you step through, you can hear the massive gates slowly and creakily swing shut behind you, almost as if they're locking you out of the town of Barovia that you just came from.
Irina
And-
did come through the gates, right?
Yes, Irina is with you.
Just locked on the other side.
I ask her. I ask Irina, is it normal that they move on their own like that?
She says, "Well, I've never been this far away from Barovia before, so it's It's hard to say for me. It's certainly strange. Then again, so was the driverless carriage.
Right?
As a
Well, let's keep going.
So this seems like a good point for us to come to a stop. We're about 15 minutes shy, so I don't want to get us into any encounters.
All right.
However, since since
what time of day is it right now?
you guys have been on the road, you left in the morning, Westergate.
What is it, like 10?
Yeah, so it's probably like depending on what time do you guys would you have left the camp?
It was about what?
Well, we had to wait.
I'm assuming.
Because hungover ass, so.
I mean,
That's-
sunrise.
next day.
probably.
I'm assuming dawn, yeah.
Oh, it's in noon, yeah.
Well, dawn or noon, those are two very different times.
Dawn.
Dawn. Let's say
Yeah,
dawn.
dawn.
So it's probably like 8 a.m.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
We've got a full
Okay.
day of travel ahead of us.
Deuces.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
So, thanks everybody for tuning in. I figured I'd wrap it up a little early rather than us running over, and I'm very tired from my evening of drunken 50-year-old men banging on my apartment door.
That sucks,
It's all
man.
good.
But, what can I say? I attract all kinds.
John, if your roll for perception had just been a little lower, you could have slept through the night happily.
I know,
would-
right?
That guy is gonna end up being the next Florida man story.
Man
Yeah.
with bedazzled clutch.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry, go ahead, then.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna remind the viewers, in case there's any new ones, we do have some new items in the pug store. You guys can purchase to be immortalized in our campaign as NPCs. There are different tiers to it, depending on level of importance for the NPC. Whether it's just like, can you explain the tiers, Johns, of exactly more or less what they do? I'll name them
Yeah,
off.
so we have quite a few different tiers. We have the cameo tier, which you're going to be an NPC that the characters are probably going to bump into one time and maybe chat with, maybe a random goer in a tavern. Above that, we have notable NPCs. A notable NPC is a character where you might be a character who is some source of useful information that the players can tap every once in a while, or perhaps you're a traveler who happens to bump into them every now and again. After that, we have the merchant tier, and merchant is exactly what it sounds like. You get to be a merchant in our version of Curse of Strahd. That doesn't mean you have to be a boring guy at a shopkeep in Barovia or Vallaki or Krezk. We can always work out something a little bit more supernatural. This is Curse of Strahd, so there's plenty of weird things going on. But basically, you'll get to be a shopkeep that the players may make regular trips to purchase items from, and after that, we have the plot character, plot NPC, and a plot NPC is going to be a character who is important to the game in some way or another. Now, it might be an NPC that the characters are specifically questing for, or one that is their goal, or essentially the function of the plot one is that NPC will be integral to the plot to some degree, much like Irina is a character who is integral to what's going on right now. Your NPC would be something like that. And finally, we have the ally tier, and we put this one on the same as plot. And the ally tier is someone who is going to be able to go shoulder to shoulder and spend some extended period of time assisting the characters and spending time with them. And the reason I decided to put the plot ones and the ally ones together are, with the plot ones, we can sort of make them as fantastical and powerful as we want, because they're just integral to the plot. They're not necessarily going to be in combat helping the characters. The ally characters, however, are. So the ally characters are not going to be necessarily important to the plot, but they will get more face time in the game. In the overarching story, they will be less important than a plot character.
And as an added little bonus to that, I will be making a token out of an image, preferably of you, but it can be of whatever you'd like it to look at. I'll let you guys send me a link to one of your images. And yeah, it'll be a custom token in our campaign. So that would be fun.
Yeah, boy.
What?
All right, 1 second here. We're about to start the stream. Well, do you guys have any questions for next week or anything like that?
Yeah, does anyone have any? Yeah, any viewers have any questions that we can answer, or if any of the players, guys, if you want to know anything about stuff that's happened, or any information.
I'm
That,
pretty
that
good.
guy in the red shirt should really bend over for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe drop a pen.
maybe.
The bend and snap.
Where is this holy sword of the sun?
All right, well, I'm going to start that outro music. All right, guys. Well, if you guys missed any episodes previous and you'd like to catch up, you can go to youtube.com/yummyyanko to watch any previous episodes, as well as just clicking on that video tab right above us. The YouTube one does have chapters in it, though. And yeah, thanks you so much for joining us, and I hope you guys had a good time. Yeah, peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.